Hi learners, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thanks for joining me for another math session. So this is the first part of this chapter 9, that is the ratio and proportion. So now let us see what is ratio first in a simple way. So a ratio is a comparison of what two or more quantities. So this is the first point what you have to remember. Then it says that we can express in different ways, like using a colon. Colon means, can you see this sign? That has two dots. So the example will be 3, and this this will be dots over here. This is called a colon, and this is 2. Then the second way is use as a fraction. So fraction means these are 3 by 2. So something should be in the numerator and some number should be in the denominator. That is called a fraction in short. And by using the word 2. So that is 3 to 2. So these are the different ways. Now again, what is the next point? A ratio is always expressed in its simplest form. Simplest form, suppose I write here 4 by 8. So this is not simple because what I can do, 4 ones are, 4 twos are. So that is 1 by 2. So this is the simplest form. Hope you got it. So now the next point says that A S to B is not same as B S to A. Now suppose we are writing here 2s to 3. That is nothing but 2 by 3. And when we are writing here means B is 3, right? If we write here 3s to 2. So now this is going to be 3 by 2. Is 2 by 3 and 3 by 2 same? So it's not, right? So we can say the ratio A/S to B is not same as B/S to A. So now let us go with the exercise. So it says that the first question says that write the following as ratios in the simplest form. So when you are looking at the question, you have to also look at the units. Both the units should be same. If not, you have to change the units. Now look at here and make it same. Now look at here 18 kilogram and 110 kilogram. So what are we going to write? Because since both the units are same, we will just write here 18 and just put this one as 108. So this thing can be written in this way. You can write in a vertical one, means you will divide it, 18 divided by 108. So now you have to write in the simplest form. So you have to see which number you can divide the same one. Now see here 18 times divided by 18, that is going to be 1. And if this you are dividing by 18 means this also should be divided by 18, the same one. So 108 divided by 18. So 18, 6, that comes to 108. Suppose you don't know the 18 times table. So what are you going to do? It will be in 2 or 3 steps. So 18 divided by 108. Now look at it. So what are you going to write here? Start with a simple one. Now you know this also is divisible by 2. This also is divisible by 2. So we'll write 18 divided by 2. 108 divided by 2. So that is going to be what? 9. And this will be 5 and 54. So now what you can see, now you know the table of 9. So here it will be 9 ones are 9, 6 are 54. That is going to be 1 by 6. So you can do it both ways. Okay. Now we will go that. Okay, then we have to write this one as ratios. So we got 1 by 6. So in the form of ratio, whenever you have 1 by this one, 6, you are going to write here 1:6. So this is the answer. Now here it says 40 minutes and this is seconds. Okay, so either you make it to minutes or make it to seconds. Both of them should be same. The unit should be same. So what did I do here? Because this minutes is bigger, so I just converted this to seconds. So first thing we have to look at, what is 1 minute? 1 minute is 60 seconds. So we have, how many minutes we have here? 40 minutes. So 40 minutes means what? See, 1 minute is 60 seconds. Below this minutes, we are going to write minutes. So whenever I told you in my previous video that we can cross multiply in such case. Here we don't have anything. So here there are two numbers, right? So now what are we going to do? 40 into 60. That is going to be 2400 seconds. Now now we can write here, this thing we can write because we got here second. So in place of this 40 minutes, we are going to write here 2400 seconds. And here 28 seconds as it is. So now we are going to start with this step. So now what we can do over here, we can divide it, 2400 divided by 28. Or you can write, if you want one step, 2400 is to 28. And then you will write this step. So now here you got this one. So what you are going to do now, you are going to simplify it. So simplify again, as I told you, you can do many ways. I went here directly for 4. 2400 divided by 4, 20 divided by 4. So I got here 600 divided by 7. Or you can also go here like this. That will be more steps. So 2400, both are divisible by 2. So 28 divided by 2. So that is going to be 1200 divided by 14. And again, this is nothing but, again, this is divisible by 2. So it will be 600 divided by 7. So both ways the answer is going to be the same. So now 600 divided by 7 means we have to bring it in the ratio form. So 600 is to 7 is the answer. Now here it says that this is 2 weeks and this is in 4 hours. So now what I did, I converted this weeks to, first thing we will do directly, we cannot, it's not easy to do it in hours. So first we will do 1 week is how many days? 7 days. So we have 2 weeks. 2 weeks is how many days? That is 14 days. So now what you know is 1 day is 24 hours, right? So now we have 14 days. So 14 days will be how much? So what are you going to do here? 1 day is 24 hours. So 14 days is going to be, again, I said days and days together. So you will do, now look at here, this two numbers are here. So 14 into 24. And this, of course, this 1, 14 into 24 divided by 1. So that will be the same 14 into 24, that is 336, because this we are converted into hours. So this also should be in hours. And now what you got here? So now here already this 4 hours you have over here. And in place of this 2 weeks, you got 336 hours. So 336 hours to 4. So what are they going to do? Again, if you want, you can write here 336 is to 4, or just you can write like this. So you are going to divide this one. So again, what I did, I divided by 4. You can also divide by 2, but the number of steps are going to be more. So that is 84. When you divide this by 4, that is 84 divided by 1. So that is nothing but 84 as to 1. Now look at the next problem. It says that 2 liters and 500 milliliter. So now these liters and milliliters, these are different. So here what did I do? Here I changed these liters to milliliters. So you know 1 liter is 1000 milliliter. So we have 2 liters. So 2 liters will be 2000 milliliter. 2 into 1000. That is going to be 2000 milliliter. So now in place of this, you will write here 2000 milliliter. This you will keep as it is, 500 milliliter. So now these are going, you are going to divide this one. You write here 2000 divided by 500. That is S to 500. And you can also put one step. And this is nothing but 2000 divided by 500. So here what it goes here, now you can cut this 2 zeros. So 5 ones are, 5 fours are. So what remains here? 4 divided by 1. So your ratio is 4:1. So the next problem says that express the following ratios in the simplest form. So here 14:49. So you are going to divide it 14 by 49. So now you want to answer in the simplest form. So both numbers go with 7. So 14 divided by 7, 49 divided by 7. So that is going to be 2 by 7. So which is 2:7. Now look at here, this one, you will divide 6 by 32. Both go with 2. 6 divided by 2, 32 divided by 2, which is nothing but here, 6 divided by 2 is 3. And here 32 divided by 2 is 16, that is 3:16. Here the next problem says that 15:36. So 15 divided by 36. So here that doesn't go with here 2. 15 doesn't go with 2, so we can make it to 3. And even this number goes with 3. So here, what are you going to get? 15 divided by 3 is 5 and 36 divided by 3 is 12. So that answer is 5:12. Next number says that 104:168. Divide that number. Here it goes with 8. That will be 104 divided by 8. You can just check later. So the division you know. So the answer is going to be 13. And for this, when you divide this by 8, answer is going to be 21. If not, if you don't know by 8, it's going, again what I said, you can just go for the simple way. That is, keep on dividing. Now here you will go for this divide by 2 and so on till you get the, here you get, now see here, this is 13. You cannot divide it again because this is a prime number. Okay, so this answer should be 13:21. Now here what the next question says that express the first quantity as a ratio to the second quantity. Now look at here first. Now what are we going to do here? This is given as 80 paise and this is rupees 2. So for here what will we do here? 100 paise means 1 rupee. So 80 paise is going to be how much? So 80 paise is going to be, now see here, this paise together. What you will do? You will cross multiply. You don't know how much is 80 paise. So we have to look at the two numbers first. Two numbers means it comes over here. 80 multiplied by 1 is 80. So you will write 80 over here. And when you look at this line, when you are crossing here, there's only one number. So you are going to write 100 down and not 100 by 80. Hope you got it whenever you do cross multiplication, as I already explained in my before videos also. But again, I am repeating the same. Whenever you cross multiply, just see which numbers 2 you have. That should be in the numerator and a single number is going to go in the denominator. Hope that is clear. So now 80 by this will go up. So 8 divided by 10. So that is going to be, or you just keep 80 by 100. So you know now these are 2 zeros. So how to put a decimal? You should look at the denominator, how many number of zeros you have. Now the numerator is 80. So you will write here 80. 2 zeros means you will go from right to left. You will go 2 numbers and then put a point. Okay, so the answer is 0.880. So now what you will do here, because it said express the first quantity as a ratio to the second quantity. So you change this one, this 80 paise, that it came to rupees 80 and this is as it is. So now what does this say? You just put this one S2 sign, that is 0.80 S2. Yeah, this is 2. So you will divide it. So when you divide it, you know 0.80 means that is going to be 0.40. So 2 ones are, your 0 will be as it is 2 fours are, and this is 1 0. So 0.40. So what we will do here, 0.40 means what are you going to do? You will write here 40 as it is first. And now you will go backwards 2. And after that is the decimal point, right? So now what you are going to do? You are going to divide it by 100 because here there are 2 zeros. Because these are after these numbers, there is a decimal. So hope you got it. Why did I write here? 40 divided by 100. So it becomes easy to simplify. So now here, what did I do? I cut this and this one. So what remains is 4 by 10. So now I'll simplify it. 4 divided by 2 and 10 divided by 2, which is 2 by 5. And I have to write in the ratio form. So that will be 2:5. Now the next question says that 50 meter and 1 kilometer. So what are you going to do here? First, you know, this is in meter and this is in kilometer. So 1,000 meter is 1 kilometer. So we want to change to the first one. So 50 meter will be how much? Because why did I write a 50? Because meter should be together. So again, this we are going to cross multiply. We don't know how much kilometer is that. So 2 numbers means this 50 into 1, that is going to be 50. So you are going to write it in the numerator. And here there is only one number on this line. So 1000 will go in the denominator. Is the same what we have written over here. Now this one means here this and this goes off. So 5 ones are 5, 20s are. So that is 1 by 20, and which is nothing but 1:20. Now the next says that 5 years and 6 months. So this we are going to change this first part. So that is first you should know 1 year is 12 months because we want this one in months. So 1 year is 12 months. So 5 years is how much? That what are you going to do? We don't know. So again, this we are going to cross multiply. Two numbers means 15 into 12 into 5. That is up. And this 1 will go in the denominator. But usually we don't write that 1. So 12 5 that is 60 months. So in place of this, we are going to put here 60 and this 6 will be as it is. So which is nothing but 60 as to 6. And this you are going to divide it. So it will be 60 by 6 and which is nothing but 6 ones are 6 tens are that is 10 is to 1. So the next problem says that 800 ml and 5 liters. So now we will convert this to liters. Now look at here. So 1000 ml is 1 liter. So this 800 ml is going to be how much? So again we will cross multiply. 800 into 1 is going to be 800 and this 1000 goes in the denominator which is nothing but this. So now look at here, this 0 cuts, this 0 cuts means 8 by 10. 8 by 10 means if you are simplifying, you can also do like this. 10 divided by 2. So that will be nothing but, what do you get here? 4 by 5 and which is nothing but 4 by 5. So even you can do, if you don't know to cancel like this directly, you can do by this way. So that is 4 by 5. So 4 by 5 means 4 divided by 5. So how do you do that? 4 divided by 5. So because this is a smaller number, if you are putting your 1 0 over here, means you are going to put up 0 point over here, means 5 8s are 40. Okay. So now what are you going to write here? 0.8, which is 0.8 liters. So now in place of this one, we are going to write here 0.8 and 5 is as it is because now both we got it in liters. So now let us see from this one and we are going to solve according to this one. So now 0.8 divided by 5. So 0.8, see again here now it becomes difficult because we are not using the calci over here. So what did I do here? Now look at here. 0.8 can be also 0.8 can be also written as 8 by 10. Why? Because when we go here, after one number is the decimal. So you're going to divide by 10 because it has got only 1 0. Hope you got it. So what did I do here? This 8 by 10 is for this one, 0.8. And 5 means, when we write 5 means that is nothing but 5 by 1. So this is the middle line. So this is 5 by 1. So now what are you going to do? Look at this calculation first, okay? So now this 8 by 10 is in the numerator. And this 5 by 1 is in the denominator, right? So now look at here. The numerator we are going to write as it is. But here denominator, what it gets, I want to take it up. So this will become the reciprocal. Means this 1 is going to go up and 5 is going to go down. So can you see here? 1 by 5. Hope you got this one. This is very important. So now look at here. Now we can do what we can write. 8 ones are 8 and 10 5s are 50. There are many ways of doing it. Directly you can also cut over here. But this is also one way. 8 ones are 8 and this. So when we simplify it, we get 4 by 25. Also you can go to 8 divided by 2. 50 divided by 2, which is 4 by 25. So the answer is 4 is to 25. Now here they said, concentrate on this one, find two equivalent ratios of the following ratio. Now here, look at it, 2:3 is given. So what are you going to write here? Now we want two equivalent ratios, right? So what are we going to do here? First we will multiply this. We write this as 2:3 means we can write this as 2 by 3, right? So this is 2 by 3, or you can put here 2 by 3. So it will be more clear. And then what are you going to do? You are going to multiply this by 2. Same thing, whatever this multiplied by 2 means this also should be multiplied by 2, which is nothing but 2 2s are 4 and this is 3 2s are 6, and which is 4:6. And here what will you do? This also you can write here further as this. If you simplify, that is going to be 2:3. So now, but here we are not simplifying it because we just want equivalent ratio. Because why we don't write a 2:3? Because this is actually the question over here. Okay, so we have to keep at this stage because they are just asked the equivalent ratio. So we don't have to simplify this further. Now, this is the first equivalent ratio what we have done. Now, the second one, same thing here we did with 2. Here we are going to do with 3, the same number, 2/3. Here what do we got here 2/3, right? So 2/3 multiplied by this 3 and 2 into 3, and this is 3 into 3, that is going to be 9. So that will be 6 divided by 9, that will be 6:9. So which are the two equivalent ratios? So again, whatever this is the same, we are going to write it over here. Hope you got it. So now same for this 5:2, 5:4. So now what is this? This is nothing but 5/4. So 5/4 means this you are going to multiply by 2. And what will be that? 5 into 2 is 10. 4 into 2 is 8. And which is nothing but 10:8. Same thing you will multiply by 3. This 3. Same number. 5/4. So 5 3s are 15. 4 3s are 12. That which will be 15:12. So these two are the equivalent ratios. Now again from here, the same. You will write this as 27/9. Once you will multiply by 2. Second time you are going to multiply by 3. And you get these answers. Okay. So you can try for this. The answers are given. Same for here. This is nothing but 7:35. Which is same what I wrote. So once you are going to multiply by 2. Then because we want two equivalent ratio. Then again you are going to multiply by 3. And you just multiply and see what you get. So this is the answer for that. Now in the next question it says that in an aquarium there are 3 red, 6 yellow, 4 white and 2 black fish. Find the ratio of the number of yellow fish to the number of white fish. So what are we going to do first over here? We are just going to note down all these things, means how many red we have. So here what did I do here? Number of red fish, it's given 3 red. So number of NO, and when you put a dot means that is number. Number of red fish, how many are there? 3. So I put is equal to 3. 6 yellow, number of yellow fish, that is 6. Then this is white. So number of white fish is 4. And 2 black. So number of black fish is 2. So what are you going to do first? After doing all these things, now first you are going to add. So total number of fish will be how much? 3 plus 6 plus 4 plus 2. So that is going to be 15. Okay. So now let us go for the question. What did they ask here? We got the total number. So they asked the number of yellow fish to number of white fish. So the number of yellow fish to white fish means what are we going to do? Yellow fish is 6. So we will write here 6. And 2. 2 means that is, as we have seen that how it is expressed, this is nothing but the ratio. So we can also write as a colon over here. Okay. So now here, look at here, this is white. White is 4. So whenever we write 6:4, further, for this one, we can simplify it. So 6:4 can be written as also 6/4. So we'll divide by 2 over here. So which is nothing but 3:2. 3/2 will be nothing but 3:2. Okay. So here also you can do like this also. 2 2s are 2 3s are. Anyways, there are different ways of solving. So now here what did they say? Number of black fish to the total number of fish. Now you know black fish is how much? 2. So you wrote here 2. Total number we already did here. That is 15. So you can directly write it 2:15. So here this we cannot simplify it further. Now number of red fish to the number of black fish. Red fish is 3 and black is 2. So 3:2. Now let us look for the next question. This says that ratio of maths and science books in a school library is 4:5. If the number of science books is 75, find the number of maths book. So now first thing is it's given here ratio of maths to this is 4/5, 4:5. So ratio of maths to science book is 4:5. Now from this one they said number of science books is 75. So number of science books is equal to 75. So what will be this ratio now? We have when want to solve. So let us put one variable over here. So let the ratio be. We can instead of putting just 4:5, so we can put here 4x as to 5x. So now what we can say that this is maths, isn't it? And when we say the ratio of maths to science means the first number is for maths and the second number is for science. So but from that one we don't know number of science books means this is maths and this is science. So we know science is we know the total number of books is 75. So what we are going to do, this 5x, we are going to put it over here. So 5x is 75. Okay, so we will first find out 5x is 75 means 5 multiplied by x. So what will we do? We'll find the value of x first. So x is going to be 75. We have done in the linear equation how to solve the problems, right? This type. So here 75 divided by this 5. So this is going to be 5 ones are 5 15s are. So that is x is 15. So now what did they ask here? If find the number of maths book. So we got the value of x. So what is maths? Maths is 4x, isn't it? We have considered 4x over here. So now, so we'll put here number of maths book means 4x. So this 4 will be as it is. And for x, what we got this value is 15. So 4 into 15 is 60. So see here the ratio is given. So just put x for the convenience that it's easy to solve. That's it. So this is maths and this is science, and whatever the number of books is given, that is the science book, that is 75. So we have started because this thing is given. So we started with 5x is 75. Okay, so we got the value of x. Once we get the value of x, then it is easy to find out the number of maths book. We have to just plug in this one in this number. Hope this is clear. So by this, we have not completed this exercise, but we'll do in the next session because the video is going to be very long. So please do like and subscribe to this channel so you get the notification of the other parts of this chapter and many more. Thank you.